Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hae-Sung Seo. Before I start my speech, I want to ask you, have you ever heard of Cheongdeokgung Palace and the Forbidden City? Cheongdeokgung Palace is popular for its beautiful garden, and the Forbidden City is popular for its amazing size and detailed decorations. These two buildings aren't usually talked together, but they have a big similarity. The similarity is that both palaces are the places where last emperors stayed. There's a two word, sorrow and beauty. Normally, when we think about sorrow, we think about something sad, something bad, and something dark. And when we think about beauty, we think about something happy, something good, and something bright. Normally, we don't think sorrow and beauty. They mean the same and don't have deep relationship between. There's a number 13. What comes to your mind when you think about 13? For example, like the Friday of 13. There are many bad meanings of this number 13. In Korea, there's also a bad meaning. Before our country was occupied by Japan, our country was Tan Empire. As the country was established when other countries tried to occupy our country, the country lasted for only 13 years. During this period, there were two emperors, Emperor Gojong and Emperor Sunjong. They were emperors, but really, they were just puppets of Japanese. They didn't have power and could have only followed Japan's decision. And over here, the last emperor, Emperor Sunjong, lived in Cheongdeokgung Palace. He had to live under strict surveillance, and also, he could be called and respected as an emperor only inside this palace. This palace had a hard history. First, in 1917, there was a huge fire in Cheongdeokgung Palace. In this huge fire, the king's office, Hejeongdang, was burned down. So, they moved the building in the Gangneungjeon, the king's sleeping quarter in Gyeongbokgung Palace, and moved over here. This is a photo taken before the huge fire. Also, there was a Japan's annexation treaty of Korea in this palace. In Daejeon, in 1910, the Queen's sleeping quarter, there was a last Royal Council. In this Royal Council, there was Japanese annexation treaty of Korea. After this unwilling treaty, the Tan Empire was gone. Second, there's also a palace for the last emperor. It is the Forbidden City. The last emperor existed in the Qing dynasty. I hope everyone have heard about the Qing dynasty. Qing dynasty was a very powerful country. It existed from 1636 to 1912. It was so strong, so it had a very big large size, and also it had a ruler and a rule relationship between Joseon. But in 1911, there was a Xinhai revolution. After this revolution, the country was fallen down, and alas, the last emperor was gone. And representatives selected by people ruled the country instead. This is a photo of the last emperor, the Emperor Puyi. He became an emperor in the age of 3 and was dethroned in the age of 7. He was so young and didn't have power, he was just like Emperor Sunjong. He was just a puppet of Japanese. He also hadn't had the power, and also he had to follow the Japan's decision. He couldn't go out of the palace. The Forbidden City was his whole world. Do you know why the Forbidden City is called as the Forbidden City? Because in Chinese, it means as a red forbidden area that people cannot go in, and also a place where a son of God lives. In the past, when foreigners came to the Qing dynasty, they couldn't go in this place. It was forbidden to go in, so people started to call the place as the Forbidden City. Until now, it has been called the name, and both palaces went through a rough history, and the emperors suffered hard in both palaces. Thanks to its beautiful garden, now both are selected as UNESCO World Heritage. Both are now open to the public, and also both are very complimented by people for its beautiful sceneries. these two words, sorrow and beauty, they have a deep relationship, and also they mean kind of similar. Sorrow is a beauty, so more sorrow, more beauty. Thank you for listening.